Hello everyone, welcome back Blockchain of Raw. If you're part of the XRP community, you know we're on the cusp of something monumental today. I'm thrilled and frankly electrified to bring you breaking insights on a rumor that's just exploded across the cryptosphere. The title says it all. A big rumor about XRP just came out. Buckle up because this isn't just speculation. It's the kind of whisper from the financial giants that could redefine XRP's trajectory overnight. As one of the foremost experts in blockchain and digital assets with over a decade analyzing market dynamics and institutional flows, I've seen patterns like this before, and let me tell you, the signals are aligning in ways that scream opportunity. Stay with me for the next 12 minutes as we unpack this layer by layer with the precision and clarity you deserve. If you're holding XRP, watching from the sidelines, or just curious about the next big wave in crypto, this video is your essential guide. Hit that like button now. Subscribe for more unfiltered expertise and share this with every XRP Army member you know, because knowledge like this spreads wealth. Let's start with a quick refresher for context, because understanding XRP's foundation is key to grasping why this rumor hit so hard. XRP, the native token of the XRP ledger developed by Ripple Labs, isn't your average cryptocurrency. It's engineered for speed, scalability, and real-world utility in cross-border payments. Unlike Bitcoin's store of value narrative or Ethereum's smart contract versatility, XRP solves a trillion-dollar problem: inefficient global remittances. Transactions settle in seconds for fractions of a penny, making it a darling for banks and financial institutions worldwide. Ripple's on-demand liquidity ODL service, powered by XRP, has already partnered with heavyweights like MoneyGram and Santander, processing billions in volume. Fast forward to 2025, with regulatory clarity post-SEC victory, ISO 2022 compliance on the horizon, and stablecoin expansions like RLUSD gaining traction in emerging markets. XRP is no longer a speculative play. It's institutional infrastructure. Current price hovers around $2.85, but the charts show a symmetrical triangle tightening, RSI neutral at 50, and a falling wedge breakout looming above $2.91. If history is any guide, this setup has preceded 25% to 100% surges. But today, we're talking catalysts that could catapult it far beyond. Now, the heart of the matter, the rumor that's sending shockwaves through the XRP community this very day, September 8, 2025. Sources across X and major crypto outlets are buzzing about a potential trillion-dollar liquidity flood directly tied to Morgan Stanley, one of Wall Street's titans. Imagine this: a coordinated influx of institutional capital funneled through XRP's rails to supercharge global liquidity pools. Tweets from credible analysts like Ripple Van Winkle are lighting up timelines. A trillion-dollar liquidity flood rumor just tied to Morgan Stanley. If true, the XRP setup could be bigger than anyone imagined. This isn't idle chatter. It's echoing reports of massive ODL enhancements and stablecoin rollouts that could bridge 130 countries via Ripple's Tunes partnership. And it gets juicier. Whispers of $5 trillion in total, inflows exposed in liquidity plans, dwarfing even Bitcoin's hinging effects. Picture custodians like Coinbase locking away billions in XRP for ETF-like vehicles, creating a supply shock that squeezes prices upward. But wait, there's more fuel to this fire. The rumor mill is also churning, with BlackRock's fingerprints all over it. The world's largest asset manager with $10 trillion under management is reportedly buying XRP through Coinbase custody. Posts from Crypto Bar Lounge highlight rumor BlackRock CK is buying XRP via Coinbase custody. This aligns perfectly with BlackRock CK's confirmed attendance at Ripple's Swell 2025 conference in New York. Remember, BlackRock CK revolutionized Bitcoin with its ETF. Now they're eyeing XRP for tokenized assets and real-world asset RWA integration. Fenestra and Swift whispers suggest new banking rails are in play, potentially onboarding XRP for ISO 2022 compliant settlements. Add to that 250 million XRP moved on-chain recently. That's not retail FOMO, that's whales positioning for a tsunami. X-Finance bull nailed it. Ripple is cooking something massive. BlackRock CK confirmed at Swell 2025. Do you see it yet? If these threads connect, we're witnessing the prelude to XRP's mainstream adoption, where trillions in dormant capital awaken. As a seasoned analyst, let me break this down technically and strategically. First, the macro environment. The Fed's anticipated rate cuts next week could ignite risk assets with crypto leading the charge. XRP's price action mirrors this, up 2.8% today amid a broader altcoin rally, with Dogecoin spiking 7.4% on its own ETF rumors. But XRP's edge, its utility. Elliott wave theory points to a fifth wave surge toward $8 to $30 fueled by Ripple's recent rail acquisition and spot ETF approvals pending. ChatGPT models even forecast a $2.97 breakout testing $3.50 to $4 within 90 days, driven by ETF speculation and partnerships. Supply dynamics amplify this. Exchange reserves are declining as ETFs and institutions hoard, a classic setup for scarcity-driven pumps. Analysts like Steph's Crypto see a clean falling wedge resolution with Fibonacci targets at $4.64. Morgan Stanley's involvement could mean tokenized securities flowing through XRP Ledger, while BlackRock's custody buys Signal ETF launches as early as October. Front-loaded surges from supply shocks. Think custodians removing XRP from circulation could eclipse Bitcoin and Ethereum's ETF debuts given XRP's smaller liquidity pool. Price predictions for 2025. Conservative models hit $3.30 to $345 by September's end, but bolder voices $6 $31, or even $127 if adoption accelerates. This isn't moonshot fantasy, it's substantiated by on-chain data, institutional footprints, and regulatory tailwinds. For holders, it's a call to vigilance. Accumulate on dips as the next leg up could be explosive. Now, let's talk risks, because true expertise demands balance. Crypto markets are volatile. Rumors can fizzle if regulatory hurdles persist or if broader economic headwinds like inflation spikes intervene. XRP ledger activity has dipped recently from 750,000 daily transactions in August to 221,000 now, raising questions about sustained utility. Skeptics point to Coinbase's alleged supply dumps, but counter-evidence shows retail and institutions absorbing it, a healthy sign of accumulation. My advice, diversify, but don't sleep on XRP. With Tether debunking Bitcoin sell-offs and reallocating to boost ecosystems, liquidity is flooding in across the board. This video isn't just information, it's your edge in the XRP revolution. If you're not already positioned, today's rumor is your wake-up call. Smash that like if you're bullish. Drop a comment with your price target and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss a beat. Share this far and wide. The more eyes on this, the faster the community grows and the stronger our collective voice becomes. For those ready to act, consider securing your XRP through trusted exchanges, but always die and manage risk wisely. This is Leo signing off. The XRP era isn't coming, it's here. Stay informed, stay invested, and let's ride this wave to the stars. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.